A special town meeting will take place Thursday, December 4th. It will take place at the Hopkinton High School Auditorium at 7 p.m. That's Thursday, December 4th at 7 p.m. The Select Board talked about the upcoming special town meeting at their meeting this past Tuesday night.
Joining us, I know this is one simple article. Should be very straightforward. You want to walk us through hopefully the shortest special town meeting Hopkinton's ever had?
Sure, and what we have in the packet is the draft motion that would be made. So it amends the 2026 budget to reduce the general fund appropriation and change the amount appropriated for debt service and employee benefits and insurance to drop the appropriation to $120,825,637.
Awesome. And again, I don't think we can emphasize this enough. This is not returning money to people. It's preventing people from being overcharged at the end of the month when tax bills get released, right?
Right, and so if there isn't a vote for whatever reason, then we will have to tax at the higher rate.
Yep. So what you're saying is we need about 130 people to show up on Thursday night for
131
for a very short period of time so that we can walk through the motion and hopefully have unanimous agreement on not overtaxing our residents.
Friends and families and everyone. But this is great. This means if we are, just to simplify it, if we are to charge our tax at a X rate today, this would ensure we don't charge X, which is a little bit higher than what it should be. We will be charging X minus Y after the article is passed. So it will reduce the tax rate that's coming up.
Correct. It would be what the board voted, saw the tax forms at the last meeting.
The John Neese showed us the slides, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And we do have Kyla here to answer any specific questions.
I mean, I think this is pretty straightforward from a town meeting perspective, what we need to do, we're just making sure people show up. I can't imagine anyone wanting to be overcharged on their tax bill. So hopefully this is a pretty easy one. We don't need a motion or anything tonight. This was just to put the motion publicly. I think just from like a housekeeping standpoint, the board will meet right before the 7 o'clock, town meeting's at 7, and the board will technically meet right before that, correct?
We'll meet at 6:30. The agenda's posted. If there's any reason to discuss the article, could do it then. The town meeting is at the high school auditorium.
Yep.
And not the middle school.
And then we also have another item at our meeting too, to accept a donation.
To accept a donation for Holiday Lights.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was going to say, I really thought the chart, which is on page 100 of our packet, is really helpful because even though everybody agrees that they would like to spend less on taxes if it's not needed, people are still confused about why we're doing it. They can't recall having done it before. And I think the chart is really helpful just to see where the differences were with what we originally estimated versus where we are now. And because anyway, I'm really trying to talk it up to people to get people to come, but people are still confused, and I think they're going to ask these same questions on a Thursday night. So we shall see. But I will be there, and I'll bring the other 2 voters in my household.
And I think we'll have plenty of minutes to walk through this in detail for anyone that has a question that night. Again, for the sake of getting people out, you don't want to be overtaxed at the end of the month. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, again, very quick special town meeting.
Also at the select board meeting, a sergeant promotion was made.
Yeah.
Introduce you to Rob Eckross.
Yep.
He's a candidate that came out on top. He's well qualified. He's very active within the department. He serves many roles in training, field training, and he's actually the senior patrol officer right now. So I set you up. It's all you now.
So I am Robert Eckross. I've came to Hopkinton about 7.5 years ago now. Love working here. I've loved working here since I started. Like Chief mentioned, I am one of the field training officers, so that's when we bring in brand new hires, and then they're riding around in the car with us. We're showing them everything from the roads to, making arrests, going through the cell area, investigations, all that kind of stuff. So I've actually done that for 20 plus officers now, so I got a lot of experience with that. that, and that's kind of the supervisor before the supervisor, because they're green, they're right out of the academy or a transfer from somewhere else. So we have to show them how to be an officer as well as an officer in Hopkinton. So I took that on and really ran with it. Doing 20 plus officers, it was a lot, but I was happy to do it because I want them to be trained highly, and I think I meet that standard, and I really put a lot of effort into it. So I enjoy that. Recently, I became a ballistic shield instructor. We have shields that we carry in the car. Became an instructor for that, so definitely happy to train the officers on that. And just anything that I can get involved with. I do a lot of the social media, our posts that we make on Facebook, I get involved with that. Health and wellness team member, I get involved with that. So with the help of Chief Bennett, we got a lot of new gym equipment for the department. Recently, we did a lot of testing for the officers so they could see if they had any, blood issues or anything like that, any cardiac issues. We actually had a company come in. We were on the assault bike. We were all hooked up with the oxygen and doing all that. So from the help of Chief Bennett, we were able to do that and make sure that our officers are as healthy as they can be. So I do as much as I can with the department, and now I'm just looking for that next step, and I'm excited to do that.
A number of public comments regarded the lakes in Hopkinton.
Seems to be the first choice. Thinking about things that we've done in the past that aren't in the toolbox, we've actually brought in a hydro rake before, which will do people's shorelines. It worked very nice. It's not enough to do the big basin. Aeration, something we could do. I've seen a wet dredge that I call a muck sucker because it sucks the muck up off the bottom. I think a lot of silting goes on, so I think it's something you probably have to do a few years in a row. That's also doesn't seem to be in the toolbox.
You can view this past Tuesday's Select Board meeting at hcam.tv/gov or on the HCAM YouTube channel.